Ramadan is the month of the Quran. There is a relationship between the Quran as the book of Allah and the month of Ramadan. Allah descends the Quran during this blessed month of Ramadan. Allah knows the hikmahs beyond that relationship and connection between the month of Ramadan and the book of Allah, Al-Quran. But we can sense some of those hikmahs. Ramadan is the month of the nearness, to draw yourself closer to Allah. Quran is the best thing, can help you to bring you faster closer to Allah. It was narrated that whoever wishes that Allah speaks with, then they should recite the Quran. So when we read the Quran, Allah is speaking with us, which means the blessings of Allah are increasing towards us. Ramadan is the month of guidance. Quran is the book of guidance as well. When you read the book of Allah, comprehend its meaning, it will light up your life and show you your way towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ramadan as well is the month of the reward, to gain lots of rewards from Allah. You got the Quran as well with it. For every letter you read, Allah gives you 10 hasanat, up to 70, up to 700, and Allah multiplies to whomever as much as He wills, subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the Quran helps you to multiply your rewards many times during this blessed month of Ramadan. Ramadan is month of protection, and here you got the Quran as well. The verses of Allah you recite, it will build a spiritual fortress around yourself, a spiritual wall that protects you beyond. Ramadan, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala changed the shayateen to move them away from you, so provide you that great amount of protection. When you add the Quran to it as well, you multiply your protection as well. Ramadan is the month to build the spirituality within our heart. Here you got the Quran as well, feeds that spirituality, strengthen it and staple it for you. Ramadan as well is the month that we feel ourselves softer, and the words of the Quran, it brings that softness into our hearts. Ala bi dhikrillahi tatma'innu al-qulub. So there are many benefits of that relationship between month of Ramadan and month of Quran. When you get into Ramadan, you cannot exclude the Quran. As you get into Ramadan, you need to bring the Quran to your hearts. Open the book of Allah. Make sure to combine between fasting and the Quran recitation. The minimum you can do, attend the Jama'at of Salatul Taraweeh, to stand up behind the Imam to pray the 20 rak'at. For every night you hear and listen and pray with the Imam one full juz of the Quran. By end of Ramadan, that's a guarantee for you. You will be finishing the entire book of Quran. One of other blessings of Quran as well, that when we read the Quran, we should have a niyyah for that recitation. What is your niyyah from recitation? So when you open the book of Allah, make sure you have a niyyah. The Prophet ﷺ told us, إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ. So that amal, which is the reading the Quran, if you have a niyyah, then the amal will serve your niyyah. For example, if you read the Quran, say, Ya Rabb, I'm reading the Quran for niyatul shifa, healing. I want you to heal me from this or that. Now then you start reading the Quran. Now when you read the Quran, the blessings of the verses of the Quran will serve that niyyah. It was narrated, for example, about Yasin. The Prophet ﷺ said, لِمَا قُرِئَتْ لَهُ. It is for what it's been read for. What is the niyyah behind it? Because every time when we do any good deeds, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala looks at our hearts and see what are we intending, what we wishing. So when we want something, we want it from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Quran. So make sure and be sure that when you read the Quran, when you have the niyyah reading the Quran, be sure that the Quran as well is reading your heart and seeing what's inside it. What do you want from the Quran? Then creates that connection between your heart and what's in it, and the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the verses, the words inside it. Then both will be combined together. Then Quran carries the intention from your heart and take it up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, presenting its shafa'ah before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to fulfill those wishes inside your heart. Ramadan brings you closer to the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and open this big and great gate between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, where you can have a great chance that Allah will fulfill all your wishes inside your heart, and He is able to do everything subhanahu wa ta'ala. So make sure to take advantage of the secrets of the Quran combined with the secrets of Ramadan, and that is the best thing, and we should thank Allah for this great blessings. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us a great knowledge that can bring us closer to Allah and benefit us more from His guidance. Allahumma ameen.